Oké, zo naar... Kurwa. Hi, I'm Milka, and I'm the yapper in our duo. And if you're familiar with our podcast, you may know that the topic of refugees is very dear to us due to the fact that our country experienced war some time ago and there were lots of refugees. And it happens that the Committee on the Status of Women on this conference covers this topic, and we'd like to interview some of the participants of the debates and chairs themselves to ask about the topic and to provide you some additional information. Okay, so now we're here with the delegate of UK, and while I was attending your committee sessions, I noticed your dedication to the topic. Right now, you are in the process of writing the resolution, and could you maybe tell us, give us some sneak peek to the resolution, and what do you think are one of the most important issues that were discussed during the debates?
So I actually believe that the most I recognize two the most important topics. So first of all, education, since it's basically the solution for almost every topic. Just basically you need to educate people about different stuff. But second of all, is funding because we have many fantastic examples to actually uh, defeat our obstacles. However, the problem is that sometimes we lack a little bit of funding. So also funding is really important in order to actually allow the member states to provide suitable solutions for this topic.
Okay, thank you. And who are the sponsors of the resolution?
So sponsors of the resolutions are unknown right now. We didn't choose
Oh,
sponsors of the
okay.
resolutions.
And who do you think will be the sponsors, and who will give the funds?
So I believe that I might be a sponsor of the resolution. Maybe also Chad and Turkey. That would be actually my take. And the main donors of those all ideas would be UK, since this country is actually really engaged in this topic. Would also be Germany, which is the second biggest donor to UN HCR, and also Norway and France. So basically, the developed countries of Europe would provide funding for this resolution.
Okay, thank you. And do you think that debates went well and you actually found the perfect solution? I mean, I know not there can be a perfect solution, but do you think you're at least close to one?
So actually, I believe that the debates went really well. Like there was so many people active, so many first timers. I was personally shocked. I believe that it's gonna look that I'm gonna propose some moderated caucus, then maybe another guy, and we're gonna just go band for band. However, like many people were engaged. Like almost every time someone was speaking, there was like 6, 8, or maybe even 10 people that were in a queue to talk. So the debates went really well. The solution, I would say that the solution is great. The only thing is this lack of funding. However, in the real world, probably the whole EU could be engaged because in the committee we don't have many EU countries. But so the solution, I would say, it's rather good.
Okay, thank you so much. And now a question to the delegate of UNHCR, because you are a delegate of an actual UN body, and how do you assess the efficiency and actually doability of the solution you came up with the committee, and how do you assess the debates overall?
So we believe that the resolution is absolutely fabulous. We will be doing a speech in favor of it. So obviously we believe that the resolution is efficient and that it will work. And the debates went amazing. The cooperation was really smooth and just without problems and just really amazing. So the topic of our committee was addressing gender-based violence in refugee camps, because when women especially, but of course everyone, flees war or a region for many reasons, they have to go to refugee camps often, and there they can face gender-based violence or sexually gender-based violence, as their refugee camps are not always suited for their needs, and they don't always have the right amount to work with that. So we had to come up with a resolution that would make the refugee camps safer for all refugees, but especially women because they are the most at risk. For example, women who spend 4 years in camps are at 3 times the risk of experiencing violence. Mm, and we believe that it is a very important topic as migration is becoming more and more popular due to climate change and war and catastrophes.
Okay, thank you. So now we're with the chairs of the Commission on the Status of Women, and we have actually 3 questions to them. First of all, did the delegates meet your expectations?
Like I personally was like really happy with the committee because like CSW is a beginner committee, so I was a bit scared at the beginning, but they were super active and I couldn't have imagined a better committee.
Yeah, and I think they surprised us both with their activity and the commitment, especially for the first timers. And yeah, they were also fun and active, and they actually really would like liked to work, and they did a great job with writing the resolution and with leading the debates. We basically have to do less than a normal beginner committee.
Exactly.
Okay, and what do you think was the most important matter that was brought up connected to the conflict?
You can start this time.
It's actually really hard to say because all the solutions that are included in our resolution are I think are equally important because either the providing supporting measures for the victims and preventing measures, it is all equally important. But I think the most crucial step is the psychological support for the victims and for those who are touched by sexual and gender-based violence in refugee camps.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Sarah. I personally also liked the idea regarding like teaching and training the personnel so they know how to handle this kind of situations, and also trying to implement some measures so that women are not scared to report the tragic events that are happening to them.
Okay, thank you.